Hey guys, this is Hax, and right now I'm going to show you how the gemstone collector works. Hey guys, this is Hax, the developer of the gemstone collector mod. I'm just going to make a quick video to show you how the mod works, what kind of works, what's new, and what's coming up. So I'm just going to get right down to it. I'm just going to go right to my little testing mod here. This is kind of locked, so nobody can really get into it. Locked from the inside, so don't even bother. So in this room here, I have every mine or mining ore that's in the game, including the vanilla ores. So you got your silver, you got your gold, whatever you got. I added a lot more, especially element ores like copper, uranium, meteorite, and platinum. These will ultimately have a particular purpose later in the mod. Right now, they're pretty much worth as much as you can sell them for. But later in the mod, there will be more use to them. These are some of the new ores, like this one's quartzite. So it's got like a nice little quartzy looking glow. I may go back and try to redo some of the textures on the other ones, but as long as they look realistic. So go mine the quartz. Oh, give me a pickaxe. I think I got one over here. There it is. Grab that, run over here. And what you're going to mine from this quartzite is quartz crystal. And you're also going to find gemstones that are mined in association to quartzite, like blue quartz, and might find some aventurine, or oh, here we go, we've got some green onyx. So anything that's within the family of the quartz system is where you'll find it in this quartzite ore. You may also even find the same gemstones in a different ore too, or vice versa. Every ore has its own set of gemstones that you can find, and they also have their rarity tables as well, so they both kind of work hand in hand together, and it works pretty well. Malachite, I think that's malachite. Oh no, that's orange helm. Oh, they both look alike. I might even change that too. I don't like the oh my gosh, I'm scrambling here. Where is the malachite? Maybe I got it in the ground somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. So malachite, you're only going to find copper-based gemstones that are mined in association with malachite. Same with the moonstone, wherever that is. I'm not even going to bother. You're only going to find your own. You're only going to find feldspars and things that are related to the regular moonstone. So this room here shows every gemstone that I added to the game. They're basically retextures of meshes that are already in the game already. Take a look at one of these. I think it was a Vivianite. Yeah, looks pretty cool. It's got some transparency. Anyway, you get the picture. Oh, I did redo these, the Trapiche emeralds, and they look kind of goofy before, but just so anybody knows, if you're getting to version 1.3, I think I kind of redid them, made them look a little better. They are a lot more realistic looking. Actually, this one's very bright green. I might have to switch that, but I actually have an emerald like that, but it's not that bright. This room here, I have it's basically a testing room for all the mines I added to the game. Or grottos, I should say. So if you go in here, it's like a little hidden little spot that you would have found in the game, and it'll take you into this room here. Just a little mining room, adds more mining to the game, also a little bit more fun. I kind of got this idea from Ocarina of Time, and there's not really anything like that in this game, and I felt like I wanted to add something like this, like a hidden little room, and you find a little treasure. So that's basically what that is. So there's about 10 of those, and each of them, there's 5 copies throughout the game. I felt like you're not going to find all 10. There's just no way. The game is way too big. So I made 5 copies of each of these different types of mining rooms, and I spread them across Skyrim, even in some of the downloading content as well. I believe this is foliated metamorphic rocks. Like, they're all organized in their own families of types of rocks, so marble and quartzite. Anyway, go up, get out of here. This is nothing. Actually, I made this just to test each and individual every grotto and mine and hidden cave. All these were actually ways to get into those caves just so I could test the entrances. So I fixed them. That took forever. Anyway, right there it says Open Version 2.0. This is what is coming in the coming days. Don't judge me. There's no ceiling, but hey, it's just a testing room. So right here, you can see all the dining sets I'm adding to the game. Quite a lot of them. I mean, you could really decorate to any color, anything you want to do. You could take a look at one of these. I think this was actually a wooden tray, and gave it a nice little copper look. It's got a nice zing to it. I don't know if it's smart to eat off copper, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool add-on to the game. Let's see here. Silver kind of looks okay, I think. This is the best I can make the silver. The default cube map looked like garbage, so I went with something else a little different. It's definitely a little bit more shinier than the silver cube map. The gold, I really blinged it out, I think. I mean, that really looks like gold to me, if I ever seen gold. And platinum, I didn't know what to do much about it. I just made it very chromy. And that's exactly what you see there. It's very chromy type of material. And so on and so forth. Electrum, if you never heard of that, you should probably look that one up. Very interesting ingot from back in the, I believe it was Greek or Roman times. They had it everywhere anyway. This is rose quartz, you got ruby, you got garnet, you got obsidian dining set, you got your amethyst, sapphire, aquamarine, emerald, opal, and diamond. I tried my best with the diamond. I don't think it really looks that good, but I mean, it's very shiny. I mean, diamond is really shiny. I even got some, you can't really see it, but there is some rainbow in it too. I may have to go back on this. It might be a little too shiny, or maybe it's just the lighting in the room. Anyway, you can find all these in the loot in the version 2.0. They are kind of rare. It will be difficult to actually find a whole set. Actually, you don't find a whole set. You'll just find individual things. You definitely find forks and knives a lot faster than you would any of the other things. But anyway, right over here are the gem coins I'm adding to the game. So you got copper, silver, gold, diamond. Let's see here. See what these look like. Put a little time into these. Oh my god, I already have so much stuff. Okay, here we go. Gold coin. It looks nice and gold. I may end up replacing the copper to the default money and just call it just septums and just they'd be copper coins for a future version. I haven't really fully decided yet. The rest of these coins here are collector coins. And what I'm thinking of doing is if you found all 25, which you'd have to steal because I'm putting them in houses and castles, you'd have to steal them to actually collect all 25 of them. And if you did, I'm thinking of adding like a pirate ship that you can use as a home where you can actually travel in the ocean, in the Arctic, and down south and tropical islands. And it would actually take you to a tropical island I plan on making. Anyway, that's just something down in the future. These are the gem skulls that I added. So if you take a look at these, they're probably like one of the rarest things you can find in the loot. But if you do not sell these. I would not sell them because in the future I'm going to be making gem masks that are wearable and they act as armor and they're going to look pretty cool. But you need the gem skull to actually make it. You can't just make the gem mask out of thin air. You need the gem skull, and then you're going to need a possible perk, which is something I'm also thinking about doing. I might add a few perks to the game as well. These are some bee statues. For now, they're just loot. I mean, I can't really think of anything to do with these. There's not, I don't know if I'm going to make them into necklaces or bracelets or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for now, it's just treasures, just loot. Just go ahead and sell these. Or keep them. I mean, some of them look actually kind of cool. Check out the opal one. I don't know. Let's see here. See what this looks like. You got the bee statue opal, got like a rainbowy kind of. You just put on a dresser or something. Kind of looks kind of cool. The Dibella statues. I mean, these are pretty much the same thing. They just act as loot for now. I can't really think of anything else what to do with these. I mean, other than they just look really cool. Definitely something you'd want to see sitting in a corner of a room. It's a nice big chunk of gold with some sapphires in it. Down here are collectible Jasper eggs, which I scattered throughout the dungeons in the game. It is a little tricky finding these, and what I may end up doing is I may add notes on where you can actually find each individual one if it ends up being that hard. I mean, I placed them, they're just in dungeons, but I mean, you'd have to look in pots, you'd actually have to kind of look around, look in coffins. I mean, they're kind of hidden in those kind of areas, so you might have to open your eyes a little bit, no offense. Some of them are a little tricky. Some of them are actually hidden like in plain sight, and you just wouldn't even notice them. You'd think it's a rock. Down here are my cut gemstones. So I don't know. We can look at a couple of these if you want. So I really like these. These actually really turned out very well. This is a cut celestite, and actually let me look at it through the light here. There is some transparency that I added. Oh, that ain't a celestite. There we go. So you can see if you can see the candle there. This one's not as see-through. I don't like to make them too see-through, or else you lose the texture. And if you notice, there actually is a texture within the stone. This wasn't done with the original stones. All the other stones look just color and default. This is something new to the gemstones that makes them very unique looking, because right now there's 50 of them. They almost all look alike, so the only other way I can go about making them look different is adding texture within inside the gemstone. So that's kind of what I did. You can kind of see it. You'll definitely see a difference with some of the other stones. Some of them I left alone because they just look too good. There's a Verdolite right there, Verdolite Tourmaline. Got a nice green glow to it. Right now, as it stands, these are uncuttable. I mean, you can't take the rough version and cut them into this yet. I'm not just there yet, and you can't put these into jewelry. Again, I'm not there yet. I'm just getting them in the game. A lot of the jewelry is actually already done. It's just a means of getting them, putting the possibility of putting them in the game and making them craftable is the issue, because there's gonna be too much to craft, and I don't want to put it on the vanilla crafting tables. I'd rather make my own tables, like diamond wheels and things like that. That way it doesn't clutter up the vanilla crafting tables. Because with this mod, it's gonna clutter real quick. As soon as I start getting to the gemstone weapons and armor, it's gonna blow up on you. So I may just find a different means of avenue trying to do that. There's a topaz. There's some cooler ones in there. Well, where are they here? I did a moonstone, and I spent probably the most time on. There it is. I probably spent hours on this trying to get this to work right, because I kept making it and I didn't like it, and right now it's as good as I can, or as good as I'm happy with. If that's a sentence. Where is it? Moonstone. There's blue sheen. And see, you can see the candle through. It's got some transparency, and it's also got its moonstone texture. If you ever look at them online, you want that white with the black and with that blue sheen. See how it's like white in the middle right here? When you move it to the light, and you get that blue sheen in there. Now that's moonstone. Anything else, if someone tells you if it's moonstone and it's orange or some crap bola like that, it's not moonstone. There's a name for it. I don't know what the hell it's called, but I don't consider it moonstone as a gemstone collector. Anyway, moving on. These are the gem chests that I'm adding to the game. There's about 100 of them. Actually, they're all up there too. And so you'd open one of these. They're usually master locked, but once you break the lock, you'll find gemstones. You'll find a possible loot in there. You'll find some 2 to 6 dining things you may find. So, I found and there's also a chance of finding cut gemstones in these too. There's a cut obsidian and a copper platter. So your best chance of finding dining sets would be within these. Throughout the game and the loot, it's extremely hard to find the gemstone dining sets or any kind of dining items. You're mostly just going to find copper, silver, and maybe gold, maybe platinum, very rare, and then gemstones are the rarest. But when you come across these gem chests, the playing field is completely leveled out. You can find anything at like any random rarity. Rarity has nothing to do when you start opening these chests. So I found a rose quartz in there. I found some gneiss. I found chrysoprase, not that rare, but I found amethyst bowl. See, this amethyst bowl, you would probably spend maybe 5-6 hours, and you'd be lucky if you can find one of those. Going through like random vanilla chests trying to find those. Extremely rare, but the gem chest kind of makes it a lot easier. So if you're out there looking for gem dining items or loot to find, these gem chests are the way to go. I mean, you could find literally anything at any equal probability from these things, and they're also really cool to look at. I may actually try and figure out how I can make it craftable in a gem home where you can actually pick which chest you want into each specific room, just to make it even a lot more cooler. But I'm not there yet. So that's version 2 so far. I think I went over everything. Down here, I guess I could show you what I'm working on next after I release that. This is, well, it says Lost Islands right now. But it's going to be a tropical island. Ooh, it's a little laggy right now with the fraps. But as you can see, got the God rays going through the little trees there. I gotta rework the sand. Some lines going on in there. I don't really like them. And basically, there's gonna be. I'm gonna try and make a giant island or a giant tropical island in this world. It's gonna take a lot of time, though. I mean, this took me already like a week just to get the color right. I didn't even work on the sky yet. That's actually Skyrim sky. It's not even tropical looking, but I mean, I'm getting there. I definitely got the water down. That water I am set with that. Yeah, so this is where I'm headed. Obviously, I definitely didn't make these. I mean, I will post who actually made them. There's a lot of tropical mods out there where people will allow you to use a resource as long as you credit them. Well, as of right now, I haven't released a mod, and I don't know the exact name of the guy, because I actually had to go through a couple people. Someone put it through Skyrim that came from Oblivion, and it's just a big mess. But anyway, this is the tropical island I'm working on. I'm going to be adding fruit. I'm going to be adding new monsters, all kinds of new stuff. Basically, everything on this giant island I'm going to make is going to be new, not from the vanilla game. So the size of this mod might get kind of big. Sorry to say, but it will definitely add a lot of fun to the game. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoy the version 2 when it comes out.